a few tubes. So we've got a lot of grass that needs cutting, a hell of a lot. So we'll have a quick walk around and I'll tell you how I'm going to tackle it. So it is going to be a trim off and a rake off job, unfortunately. There's no two ways about it, for some of it anyway. Now the grass is, I think it's just a morning dew, because we did have a lovely day yesterday and we've had, well, lovely morning, nice morning, but it is very damp. But I've got a feeling, and I might shoot myself in the foot saying this, I don't think it's going to be as bad as it looks. This part's the thickest. This part's going to be a nightmare, I think. So this part is going to be trimming and raking off. Now this part here, I think with big jobs like this, you've always got to, it's like how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So I'm going to break it into areas. I'm going to do this area. That's a separate area. And then this area around here is a separate area as well. So we've got 3 main areas. So I'm going to do the easiest thing first. I'm going to get the mower out. I'm going to mow this, you know, get the easy stuff done first and then go from there. Right, let's see how we get on. So, weapon of choice is the the KMA 135R cordless. I've got a full roll strimmer cord. I've also got my spatula charger. I bought a trailer, and then I'm going to be using the Stihl 6 Series lawnmower. I'll be using that to do the mow once it's been trimmed and raked off. So this is going to be hard. It is going to be a faff, but like I said, I would eat an elephant one bite at a time. That's literally all we can do, one bite at a time. Do area by area, get it smashed off. It's 9 o'clock now. She says she's going to make us cups of tea regular, so that'll give me the nutrients that my body needs. And yeah, it is what it is. It really is, and I'll discuss this a little bit more as we go on, probably towards the end. So that's the tools, cordless trimmer, trailer, got loads of dumpy bags. How many we're going to fill? How many we're going to say, guys? I reckon I'm going to fill that completely with dumpy bags. We'll see. Mower. So yeah, let's just get on with it then, guys, because it's going to be one of them. So that's one area done. So go down here, you can see. So it took about an hour and 20 and trimmed it, raked off, and then I've just mulched it in the end because it doesn't look too bad actually. Thought it'd look horrendous, but probably the same again with that one. And then the other area around there, I've got one full bag of grass. I think jobs like this, it's I like to say far from good, but good from afar. And it's one of them that the customer's going to know. The customer's not expecting. She's been, bless her, she's been a bit worried. She's rung up and said, I don't want you to be put off, I want you to come, but it has grown a lot more since you've come, so don't be put off. So just doing the best we can. So I'm going to trim this, so it's this area now. So, and when you break it down into yard sizes, like this is probably a typical garden size, it's not that bad. It's just when you look at it, the whole thing, you think, oh shit. So yeah, we'll get this done. So we're starting to get there. This will mark probably the 3/4 point for this property. It's about 11:30, so I've been here for about 2.5 hours. So just got to do this part next, and this is going to be the worst. As you can see, it's very thick. It's about 1 foot tall, but we're worried about that in a bit. This actually isn't too bad, so you can see where I've raked it off and I've got piles. Won't talk about my medical problems, but I'll just get all this bagged up for it. And I'm going to take the waste away, but this is the next area. So yeah, while we're on it, this is one of those easy handles, and the sleeve for it just wears out, but it still works. Oh, pollen. So yeah, we'll get this raked and I'm going to mow it, and then I'll show you the after. Woo! So as you can see, we're getting there now. We're about 1 3/4. Bloke next door's circular sawing, so he's happy. And it's just this area now. So what time are we on? We're on, I think it's 12:30, so 3.5 hours in total so far. I want to be trying gone for about 3 o'clock-ish, so, but I think this looks, to me, I'm happy with this, and the customer is already happy. So this thing is earning its bread, and that thing. Now I am strimming. I'm running through a full battery and I'm letting it cool, so I'm raking off, and then I'm doing another lot of strimming, let it cool off, rake it off, because I don't want to just thrash a load of stuff through this. Don't want to just trim it all in one hit. Plus the fact it gives the grass a little bit of chance to dry. It's weird, it comes off wet, and when I'm raking it up it's dry. Now this area is going to be a different story. It is super thick, so we'll see. We'll get it done. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there. I think sometimes you've just got to push yourself or take the jobs on to do it, because this, all being well, is hopefully going to lead to a weekly cut for the foreseeable, and then onto a fortnightly. And also, look what's around it: hedges, shrubs. There's a full gutter there, so it can lead to other work. And also, this road itself is full of big properties and OAPs, and if you do a good job for one, you'll do a good job for all of them. But yeah, so far, look at that sink. So far, so good. And now the trailer, I'm not going to be able to back that out. Well, I could. I think I could actually. Yeah, we'll go for it. So yeah, so I am so happy with this so far. So let's just crack on. Great. So we're getting there. We broke the back of it now. The weather's looking a little bit ominous, but we'll see how it goes. So I choose to use battery. So I've got 5 AP300 batteries, and how I've chose to do this is have a charger on the go. So I've just got an extension cord, so I don't have to go into the customer's house, and then that way I can just cycle the batteries over. But I've got 5 and there's 3. One's on charge and 2's waiting. So what I'm going to do, instead of strimming it all off in one go, I've explained why I don't want to put, you know, an hour and a half solid strimming on the strimmer. What I want to do is just do it in bits. So I'm going to get all these piles of grass up now, and I'm going to start doing a first pass with the mower around the outsides on probably its highest, and then drop it down. But there's always something that can bugger you up. And what I've noticed is that, go to this side and my shadow's not in the way, there's rocks. Don't know why, but there's rocks. There's one there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get my marker spray and just put a blob of pink paint on each one. And then that way, if I forget, I'm not going to hit it, because you could be mowing this and you could clatter into that and then you're buggered. And whatever you might make from this job, you'll lose. So I'm listening to Harry Potter at the moment, and there's a bloke on there and he always says constant vigilance. And I think that's what you need, especially in this job. So we'll go on to the next part and we'll see how we get on. Whew. We are nearly done. So it's 3 o'clock, so it's took me 6 hours to get pretty much done. That's in my 6 hours of pace. There'll always be someone who'll get it done in 2, but well, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? But I think it looks pretty decent, if I'm being honest with you. I'm actually surprised with how it's come up, and also with how not easy it was, because it has been a bit of a mole. But it actually looks better than I thought. I thought it was going to look horrendous, and I thought it was going to be a real pig of a job. It has been a mole, don't get me wrong. There's been plenty of strimming, plenty of raking off, but we're done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ton bags, so I'll load them into the trailer. But I actually think, you know what, that looks pretty decent. That's quite surprised me actually. So give you a normal view, that looks quite decent. So it was mowed on its top setting. I've managed to get it down to number 5. I think any lower it's going to start snagging. I don't want to leave too much grass on the surface, because it's got to rot down and, you know, mulch down by the time I come next time. But next time I come, I'm going to come a week from now, and I'm going to get it done on again number 5, and then probably drop it down another setting, and then keep it probably at that setting for a few weeks. Try and just bring it down over time. But considering how, well, you couldn't see much of it, considering how it is now, really happy with it. So I'll just get packed up and I'll show you the trailer loaded up, and then we're done, guys. I might have a chat in the van, I might not, but next part. So that's all done, guys. Got the trailer loaded up. I just turned the van around and left the trailer so I can come out. I don't want to back onto, it's quite a busy road. So trailer's loaded up, strapped and netted. I always try and do that because you don't want to risk them, you know, looking into it or worrying you. So yeah, I think it's quite nice. The customer's happy, and then what we've sort of agreed is come once a week for a bit, just to get back on top of it, and then we'll look at fortnightly for the continual maintenance. But I am very happy with it. It's come up really, really nice. So I'll show you around this side. Oh yeah, look at that. Much better. Much better. So all in all, it took me 6.5 hours, including having a chat with a customer and the people. Literally, there's been about 3 or 4 people off the road come and have a chat with me. So yeah, much better. Much better. Right, have a good day guys. Keep on gardening.